Hi everyone, you're going to be playing a game for today's maths activity, and that game will be guessing three-dimensional objects based off of their features. So you are going to be picking a three-dimensional object and putting it in your head. Then you're going to be listing the features of that three-dimensional object. So you're going to tell me how many faces your object has, how many edges your object has, and how many corners or vertices your object has. And my job will be to guess what shape you are describing, which object you are describing based off its features. Now, before we get started, I thought I might show you each of those features on an example. The faces of a three-dimensional object are these big flat parts here. These are the faces of a three-dimensional object. So my rectangular prism has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces. The edges are where the faces meet. So this three-dimensional object has a lot of edges on it. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 edges on it. The last thing is the amount of corners or vertices, which are these points here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on this rectangular prism. So now that you know what the faces, edges, and corners look like, I'm going to show you an example of what this game might look like, but I need someone to help me. So I'm going to be playing with Bunny today, and he's going to help me. All right, Bunny, are you ready to give it a go? He's ready. He looks ready to me. All right, Bunny, my first object has 3 faces, 2 edges, and no corners. Do you know what it is? Oh, I think he knows. I think he knows. Oh, he's on the lookout. You think this is it, Bunny? Let's check. 3 faces. Yep, it's got 3 faces. What about 2 edges, Bunny? That's right, it's got 2 edges. Has it got any corners on it, Bunny? I think you might be right. Well done, Bunny. You were describing a cylinder. Good job. You nailed it. Let's do another one. Now, this object has a flat face and it has a curved face. It has 1 corner and it has 1 edge. Do you think you might know what it is, Teddy? Teddy, do you think you might know what it is? I think I might get both Bunny and Teddy to find this one. Can you see it, Bunny? Let's have a look. It has 1 corner on it. Good job, Bunny, you found it. It has a flat face and a curved face. Can you check for me? Good job. There's a flat face on the bottom. And there's a curved face on the top. Well done. How many edges does it have, Bunny? 1. Well done. You worked it out. My object was a cone. Good job, Bunny. I'm going to have to give you a harder one, I think. Let's see if we can trick him on this one. Okay, my object has 6 faces. Some of the faces are different shapes. It has 12 edges and it has 8 corners. Ooh, I think he knows some of these features. Oh, you've given me a cube, Bunny. Oh, he's excited. I think he's got it. Oh, let's have a look. My object has 6 faces. You're right, my cube does have 6 faces. It has 12 edges. That's right, my cube does have 12 edges. It has 8 corners. That's right, it does have 8 corners. Oh, Hold on. Some faces are different shapes. I think he's worked it out. It can't be a cube because all of the faces on my cube are the same exact shape. But my instructions say that some faces are different shapes on the object that I'm describing, so it can't be a cube. Oh. Let's have a look. My object has 6 faces. You're right, it does have 6 faces. 12 edges. It does have 12 edges on it. And 8 corners. Good job, Bunny, you found it the second time. I was describing a rectangular prism. Okay, now Bunny did a pretty good job of that. What I'd like you to do is pick some objects that we didn't play with. So you might like to start off with the objects we described, but you might like to use some other 3-dimensional objects and describe their features, and I'm going to see if I can guess which ones you are describing. Now here are some objects that you might like to use. You might like to use a triangular prism. You might like to use a hexagonal prism. You might like to use a square-based pyramid. You might also like to use a sphere. Now, unfortunately, my sphere's rolled off somewhere, but the good news is a tennis ball is very similar. Good luck, and I can't wait to see your examples you've uploaded to Seesaw or to Google Classroom. I'm going to be playing along with you. Have fun.